Hello everybody. It has been a miserable, horrible weekend. Yesterday it was 104 degrees outside and 106 degrees in the house. Now it's like 96 degrees outside and 94 in the house. There's no relief. You won't believe it, but I just got out of the shower with cold water. I just got dressed and I came out here and sat down and started filming this. And I'm already all sweat everywhere. It's disgusting. It's going to be a horrible summer. I like spring and I like fall when it's in the 70s. There's no relief in sight whatsoever. And yesterday there was a heat warning and today there's a heat advisory. And in Traverse City they set up a special shelter, according to the news, for people with no air conditioning to go sit in so they don't die of heat stroke. Well, that's 2 hours away, so we can't take advantage of that. So here we sit. Can't eat. Too hot to eat. I can't believe Don made coffee and he's drinking coffee. Hot coffee. Horrible. But anyway, sorry this began with a rant, but it has been seriously, absolutely, horribly miserable. You are crazy, right? Drinking hot coffee and smoking hot cigarettes?
Hot cigarettes? How in the hell is a cigarette hot?
Hot, dry cigarettes.
What do you do, load it with something?
Well, cigarettes are hot and dry.
Oh, okay.
Yuck.
Well, I haven't had coffee in a few days and I need some coffee.
I'd love some iced coffee right now, but we can't do that. But hot coffee? Ugh.
Num 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 num.
I haven't even been able to have breakfast in days. I was having two eggs and 2 pieces of toast for breakfast every morning. I can't eat that now.
Well, what you do, you make it, then you throw it in the fridge and let it get cold.
Cold fried eggs.
Yeah.
That sounds delicious.
Yep. Sure does.
Not.
You could always throw it in the freezer and freeze it, then eat it.
Gross. So all day long we don't eat. And then we wait until it gets dark and then we make a small dinner and that's it.
Yeah?
Because it's too hot.
And cooking on the grill too.
Yeah. Yeah, but you're not allowed to cook anymore.
Yeah?
Because last night he gave me a piece of meat that was so salty it burned my mouth and I could barely eat it. And for like a half an hour after I was done, my mouth was still burning and I asked him what he did. And he said he used sole seasoning and barbecue seasoning. What did you say? A nice thick layer?
Oh, the barbecue seasoning, yeah.
Ugh. So I looked at the ingredients and the first ingredient on both of those is salt. So you've done this before where you went completely out of control with salt.
Now you like it.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
So it's either you learn how to lightly put that stuff on or you can't cook anymore.
Well, like I told you, you should be cooking.
I guess so.
But you don't listen.
Unless I want to die of high blood pressure. I don't even have high blood pressure. You will give me high blood pressure with 3 inches of salt on every piece of meat you make.
Oh yeah, I gotta have 6 inches.
Disgusting.
Oh, it's awesome.
So I'm just sitting here watching my friend Nikki's video and I just turned my laptop on. I've been keeping it off because I'm worried it might overheat. It really is that hot in here. Like this worn out stool I put my feet on. When I put my feet up on it, it's hot. Everything in the house right now is physically hot. That's not good. And with it being this hot in here and everywhere, I haven't felt good at all. My depression has been acting up because I'm so miserable. Like yesterday, we went to Becky and Troy's for a little while because they have air conditioning in their apartment, but they live 26 miles away and we can't stay there all the time. But before we left, I had a meltdown and there were dirty dishes everywhere and they were stinky and disgusting because it's so hot, but it's been too hot to do them. So I told Don I was going to throw them in the garbage, and he's like, well, fine, throw them in the garbage then. So that's what I did. I filled 2 garbage bags full of all the dishes, and I threw them outside, which I know that was foolish. It's my depression acting up, and the heat just pounding away at me. So he grabbed them all and washed them, and then we went to Becky and Troy's. So, I don't know. I mean, I get very irrational when my depression kicks in, and when I'm miserable, I get crabby. I mean, it sucks. It is supposed to rain this evening, but I'm not sure if it will or not. And if it doesn't, it's not going to cool down. It was supposed to cool down into the upper 70s and low 80s tomorrow, but it can't do it if it doesn't rain. And I don't know if it's going to rain. But anyway, Don's in the shower, and I heard him shaving before he got in the shower, which I cannot imagine how he could have that great big thick beard on his face in this weather. That's like having a scarf wrapped around your face all day. I just don't understand. At least he finally got rid of it before he has a heat stroke. Do you feel better now?
Somewhat, but I like looking like Grizzly Adams.
Yeah, well, you can't do that in 104 degree heat index.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. You'll give yourself a heat stroke.
Oh really?
Yeah. So I'm sure you must feel better. It's like you just took off a great big thick fur winter coat.
Well, I know in the bathroom trash can, which I'm going to have to empty out here soon, there's about a layer of hair in the top of the trash can about like that.
Oh yeah. So we decided to go back up to Cheboygan and go jump in Lake Huron, because this is blowing nothing but extremely hot air. This is ridiculous. And they keep saying on the news that it's still too cold to swim in the Great Lakes, that the water is still too cold, but you know what? They can kiss my ass. I did not film it while we were there because I do not take my iPhone near the water after I lost an iPhone in the Cheboygan River. But after we went swimming, we went to Becky and Troy's, and then we took John and Troy's son, Steve, fishing by the drawbridge in Cheboygan, and we caught these. They're called, what are they called? I forgot. Sheep's heads. Or drum. Weird names. But anyway, Don's got to clean them now. Fillet them and all that. They're pretty big fish. Bigger than we normally catch. And then I'm making this chicken for dinner, along with some mashed potatoes and maybe a vegetable of some kind. I don't know. Hey, Evie.
I'm going to try to clean one out, see how that works out.
Yeah. There's Gizzard. And as you can tell, it rained. It thunderstormed finally, and it's just ending. So hopefully it will cool things down. It already feels cooler out here anyway. If we could get the coolness in the house, it'd be nice. Right, Gizzard? Here's Tog. How did you guys do while we were gone? And then Smokey, I'm not sure where he was. Oh, there he is. See, he looks like a shadow. You just can't see him. And I know you can't see that at all. He's right there. Yeah, Don's filleting this out to see how it works, because we've never even heard of this kind of fish before. It's totally new to us.
I've always seen them, but never caught them. Didn't know what kind they were.
Yeah. Well, it looks like you can fillet them out, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Looking that way.
So, anyway, enough torturing you guys with fish blood. I know my hair looks crazy. It's because I was swimming earlier and I didn't brush it yet since we got home. But I'm going to go ahead and get working on dinner. So we're going to say goodnight, and we hope you enjoyed the video and that you like, subscribe, comment, share, and you're having a good night. Good night, Don.
Good night.
Good night, Smokey. No, you don't need that fish. He's like, no, I don't think so. I do want that fish. Good night, Evie. And good night, Gizzard. Still drinking water. And I don't know where Tug went, so... Oh, yeah, I do. He's right there. Good night, Tug. And we'll see you next time.